Hi everyone, today I would like to talk about Iran, and these footages that you can see in the background, they are made in Tehran thanks to my good friend from Couchsurfing, Abraham. Huge shout out to him. Thank you, AB. Iran is still until today in the top 10 countries that were hit the hardest by COVID-19, aka the coronavirus. And there are a number of reasons, factors that led to this result. First and foremost, the country did not close its airport borders. One of the most implicable reasons why this COVID-19 could not be stopped, prevented at an early stage, was because the country, Iran, did not close its borders from the Chinese people. In fact, as you may or may not know, China has approximately 40 million, the westernmost part of China, the region called Xinjiang, and those Uyghur people, they have their pilgrimage to the holy city Mashhad and Qom. They're both in Iran, and for the Shia Islam followers, these are among the top 5 most important religious destinations, and therefore a huge influx every year come and visit to show respect to their religious leaders. Until today, we have over 111,000 confirmed cases, and of that we have 88,000+ recovered cases. This is an insanely high number, which is great news, but on the contrary, we also have 6,733 confirmed death cases as of 14th of May. Now, Khomeini, the supreme leader of the country, demands that because of this virus, they want all the US and EU imposed sanctions to be lifted. The country can recover, or at least sustain itself, continue with the current situation, economy-wise. There were a recent research carried out on the pandemic and how it affects the whole country, Iran. And researchers say, after coming up with their conclusions, that if these regulations that are in practice now will not be tightened or enforced nevertheless, the whole Iranian population, 75%, can be infected by coronavirus. Interestingly, in the country, as I already referred to that, Islam is the main religion. Now, many people think that religious sites should be opened. And this is one of the contradictions in the country's COVID-19 case, sort of contemporary history, that the religious sites were also closed at a very late stage. People go to these sites, they touch the sculptures, they touch the tomb, those doors, everything basically what they can put their hands on. They touch, even kiss, and then this is how they expect the Holy Spirit to touch them, to bless them. And that's an amazingly good nest for the virus to spread from one habitant to another one. And there are contradictions between science and religion in the country. Well, not only in Iran, but Iran is facing this crisis more than others, especially these moments. In fact, the supreme leader, Ayatollah, stated that this is not a human-made virus, that it's coming from a jinn or an evil spirit, and therefore praying and being more faithful to Allah will help to prevent this virus. No surprise that these words are coming from Ayatollah. It's not the first thing, it's not the first time when he backed up political mistakes by a religion and tried to enforce his power using Islam as an excuse. In fact, the other contradiction, and that spread it not only among the politicians but around the whole nation, saying that these sites that are closed down in Mashhad or in Qom, they should be not closed. In fact, they must be opened, because these shrines, these places, pilgrims, are spiritual and physical protectors against bad things such as the COVID-19, which is opposing the common sense, and luckily the current situation that all these things are shut because they are the best place to spread the virus. In fact, after they did close these shrines, there were people sneaking onto these sites, whatever way they were able to do that, and then they putting pictures and snapshots and videos on the social media, how they are kissing or licking or touching these shrines, showing that I'm immune to coronavirus, Allah protects me, and I got the balls, I can do whatever I want, no government or no regulation will stop me practicing my religion. There is absolute lack of common sense in these actions, and this is just bullish because this encourages the society to follow them, to go against these regulations. Now the other thing that Iran did, well, in a semi-successful way, is the full lockdown, meaning all the borders were shut except the Tehran International Airport. But that resulted, nobody could leave the country, plus all the flight tickets just skyrocketed. They were ranging from $600 to $3,000 a single one-way flight to the nearest destinations, and that prevented, for example, two of my good friends to leave the country, and they are stuck there over a month now. They ended up being settled, getting a cat. Another couchsurfing host just helped them amazingly nice way that he provided them an absolutely independent and empty flat. This lockdown kicked in too late, if you're asking me. I'm not sure how far it's gonna go. They are really worried of the second wave. In fact, there are already counties in the southwest region of the country where further lockdown restrictions had to be tightened, put in force in order to minimize the COVID-19 cases, the new ones, I mean. Nevertheless, guys, I'm really hoping that this country is going to recover ASAP. I had the luck to visit this country already twice. My heart is pumping for these people. They are the most hospitable people, and there are other countries who deserve the COVID-19 more than that, hands down. Speaking of that, as the right of the last word, I would like to say that I just came across a funny article where it states that many of the politicians in Iran actually claim that this comes from an imperialist capitalist society, that this virus comes from an imperialist capitalist society, the United States, and its aim is to weaken Iran and China, the ultimate enemies of that country. Now, again, it lacks complete common sense, and we are already in the realm of conspiracy theories, and I'll let you decide whether it's true or not. Time will show. Bye.